Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome to our next goalie tips video in this new series where we go through specific scenarios to use specific tools in NHL 18 for a goalie. And today, it's exciting. We're going to be going over when and how to use Desperation saves. All right, and these are the saves that you make, and you want to show your mom, you want to show your dad, you want to show your girlfriend, your fiance, your wife. Because it's so amazing, but they obviously just don't care because it's video games. All right, so let's get into this. The Desperation saves, in my opinion, are the most responsive controls in the game. For whatever reason, I think they just react the best. Now, it's very easy to get into a habit of overusing these. Don't, because once you use one of these and they don't shoot, you're out to lunch, okay? So only use them when you absolutely have to. The other problem people run into with these is that they often get stuck down in the Desperation save animation. And what you need to do to get out of this is to just let go of everything. Once you let go of everything, you can hit your controls right away and you'll be able to move. If you want to stay down there, just keep holding the left stick in whatever direction you're holding it in, and your goalie will stay down in that position. But to get up, you have to let go of everything. All right, so let's go over the proper way to use them. Okay, so let's start with the Spreadeagle Save. And personally, I find the Spreadeagle Save to be not only the best, but just my favorite in general. I'm pretty biased. I like it the most. I think it's the most useful in a lot of different scenarios, okay? Number one, like all Desperation saves, on breakaways, they are especially useful. Going down into the spread eagle when the guy gets in really close on you and he hasn't picked a side yet, he's kind of just hanging out in the middle and he gets in really tight. If you drop down to the spread eagle, you're either going to bump him off the puck or he's not going to be able to lift it over you. Now, if they do go wide and they do have enough space, they're going to skate around you and they're going to roof it on you. They're going to be able to lift it over you. So you have to make sure that they don't have any space when you go down. I like to use this move as late as possible because of that. The second time is if I get caught challenging on a breakaway, if I'm a little too high up in my crease and the guy starts to skate past me. Sometimes as a last-ditch effort, I'll drop down to spread eagle because you'll shoot your legs back, and sometimes this will actually bail you out and you'll get a piece of it, just enough, or you'll even kick the guy on the way by and knock him off the puck. The other scenario I find this very useful in, you won't see this in lower-level games, but in high-level games against teams like Composure and other esports-level teams, they like to throw a little saucer pass to the middle of the net while a guy's cutting right at your net. I'm talking like he's going to cut in really close and try and sneak one by you just in the corner. He's going to cut in really close. He's going to be in the middle. Drop down to the spread eagle on the saucer pass if he doesn't have enough space, if he's kind of in tight on you, and you'll knock him loose off the puck, or you'll do the same thing and he won't be able to lift it over you. It's a great save in that scenario because it's very tough to move laterally when a guy picks up the puck 2 feet in front of you and then cuts to one side of the net and shoots. The last scenario I use this in is those tap-in plays when there's a guy sitting on the back door, basically inside your crease, and the pass goes right through your crease and to his tape, and he's just sitting there for an easy tap-in. You aren't expected to save these, okay? There's 99% of the time you should be holding short side there just in case the guy shoots anyway. But if you know the pass is coming and this guy's right in close in your crease, sometimes you can drop the spread eagle and get your toe on it. And it's a pretty awesome save, but most of the time they are going to pick up the rebound. So again, for spread eagle, make sure they don't have enough space. You're going to want to use this super late because if they do have space, they're going to be able to get it up over top of you for an easy goal. Next, let's move on to the diving poke check. The diving poke is a classic used by a lot of new and experienced goalies. It's best suited for breakaways when they have a ton of space to work with and no defenders in sight. This one can bail you out of some shitty situations, trust me. When I do the diving poke check on a breakaway, I'll make sure I come up to the top of my crease and try to be moving upwards when I hit square or X to do it. I find I cover a lot more ground when I've got a lot of momentum going forward, and it leaves less room for the guy to skate around me. Now, another time it is useful is when your defenders are kind of crowding the guy and he's only got one lane to go to. You can sometimes poke him, but the reason I don't like this is because you're going to knock everyone over, you're going to knock yourself on the ground, and the puck could trickle underneath you, or someone could pick up the stray puck and it could go. And it's a very tough situation to read that one. Now, J-Money, he likes to use this in the same scenario that I like to use the Spreadeagle Save on that saucer pass play where the guy's cutting directly towards you. He likes this for the same reasons I do, because the guy doesn't have a lot of space. It's very hard to make a normal save, but it is a lot easier to make a desperation save in this scenario. And he does it because he doesn't want them to even get a shot off. He does the diving poke, that's why. And my theory is that if I go to spread eagle, I'm going to allow them to get the shot off, but I'm going to make the save on it. His theory is don't let them get the shot in the first place, okay? And there's pros and cons to using either one of these in that situation. You guys should be using whatever you're more comfortable with. Now let's move on to stacking the pads. These ones are hilarious. I love them. It's great for showing off and making hilarious windmill saves with your feet. And it can actually serve some purpose sometimes, okay? When you're way out of position, you're late reacting to the play, or you've just got like a couple extra feet to go and you know you're not going to get there standing up, you can pad stack across the crease and make these cool saves. It's actually not a bad one to use, to be honest. I still don't think it's better than a right stick slide to your glove side, okay, if you're able to react in time. But if you do have to react super late, sometimes it is better than that glove side right stick save. And as an added bonus, it's great for knocking over opponents when they're cutting behind your net to troll them a little bit, and even your own teammates, okay? Don't be trolling your own teammates. But we all know it's a good time sometimes to just knock over your teammates when they're trying to skate back up the ice. I've done it. I'm not saying you should do it, but it's pretty funny. All right, and the last one is the dives. Now, I saved this one for last because it's not the best, all right? I'm sorry. I hate the dives. I have not used the dives since NHL 16. In NHL 16, they worked really well for some reason, like super well. I made ridiculous saves with it, and for whatever reason now, in 17 and 18, I can't make the same saves. I haven't made a diving save since NHL 16, I'm not going to lie. You know, one where I actually have to dive. It's not as fun to dive when you could just move over in front of it, all right? I'm talking about when I'm out of position and desperately lunging out to make that save. I haven't made one of those in a while, all right? Even the one in my intro where the puck's going wide, I know it's going wide. At least I get a stick on it. I don't get a stick on it anymore in this game. Anyway, they're really good when you get caught moving the wrong way and want to make a last-ditch effort to get back, but honestly, I haven't once been rewarded for it this year or in 2 years, so I kind of just avoid these. All right, so that's it for this video. Hope you guys found that interesting. I know a lot of people ask about them, and it's kind of like taboo to talk about desperation saves because you should always be in position, and it's ugly when you mess up, but come on, they're a part of the game. They're a lot of fun, and I use them, so don't be afraid to use them. Just don't overuse them, okay? Which desperation saves do you guys like the best? Let me know down in the comments with a little hashtag team poke, hashtag team eagle, hashtag team stack, or hashtag team flop. Let me know down in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.